Hey Nelly. Hi Sandra.
Hello.
How are you? Hey Marek.
I know where my head is. I know today is the 22nd of October,
Yes.
and yet thinking, oh, my son's birthday is on 1st of November, and I'm getting ready for this Saturday.
Ah. But you know what? It's funny because I keep thinking that this weekend is the one, with the 1st of November. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, just fast forwarded a week.
Yeah, but I fast forwarded a week, and my husband said, no, it's not Sean's birthday this weekend. I said, really? I said, today's the 22nd.
Oh,
He's like, I know it is 22nd.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? So I think we've got one more person joining us. Let's see if we've got anyone in the no one in the in the waiting room yet. But feel free to start settling. We will need a strap for today. And I think that's it in terms of props. But yeah, you'll definitely need a strap. Um, Nelly, do you know if Caroline... Yeah, you've got the bolster. If Caroline is on time?
And I texted my dad saying, tell Caroline to hurry up. And my dad's seen it, and he's not replied.
Okay.
So
I'll just leave the...
sometimes he's trying to get a tablet to work.
Maybe. So I'll leave the... Can you hear me okay, Nelly?
Yeah.
Nelly can hear me okay? So Marek couldn't hear me because he's gone to the garage to practice, and he said he couldn't hear me. Um, Maybe his internet connection. So yeah, I'll leave the waiting room open, and as soon as Caroline pops up, I'll let her in. So yeah, hopefully she manages to sort out their tablet to work.
That's
So
my guess. I don't know. I've got him to work late. She gets in like minutes before class starts.
does she? Okay. Well, fingers crossed she can still join us today. It'll be really nice to have her. Um, okay. So you can find a comfortable position you can settle. I'm going to mute you and then I'll unmute you for the end of the practice. So you're good here. Right, it's quite cold in here. That's why I've got socks and a jumper, but don't you worry, we will change that very soon. Okay, so find a comfortable position and close your eyes. Just simply spend the next few moments connecting with your breath. So follow its journey in and out and exploring it. So noticing its pace, the rhythm, the quality, and the sensations that come with it. Perhaps the temperature of the air as it enters your body. And how does it make you feel to draw a big breath in? How the inhalation affects your physical body? And what happens as you breathe out? Simply taking note to all that comes with the sensations of breathing. Notice your physical body and just simply notice the shape of your body, how your weight is placed over the sits bones. Breathe the length into your spine. Then notice how you're feeling today. Hi Caroline, we've just started, but it's okay. Just simply find a comfortable seat and join us simply breathing and observing how you're feeling today. So this week we're continuing working with the hips. So trying to find openness and a sense of freedom in this area. So the inner legs, the pelvis. But most importantly, we're trying to find our inner compass. So it doesn't matter what your physical ability is, your fitness level. Yoga is meant to help you come home to yourself. So think about how you can make that happen. How can you facilitate that? So breathing consciously, just moving mindfully, bringing your awareness into your physical body, into the present moment. Close your eyes and begin to deepen the breath. You can contract the muscles at the back of your throat to make an audible sound as you breathe in and out. So as though you wanted to steam up the glasses, you can try it with your mouth open. And then try to reproduce that sound with your mouth closed. So breathe in deeply. And exhale fully. So breathe into your chest. Feel the collarbones gently lift up. And as you exhale, gently squeeze your belly muscles. Breathing in, keep the toning of your belly and fill up your chest with air. And as you exhale, squeeze your belly. So continue to breathe this way. We're going to take 5 more breaths. Relax your shoulders. And allow yourself to simply be and breathe. Letting go of any expectations towards yourself or the practice. And then allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. You can open your eyes. You can stay seated on the bolster, or if you had any props, or just find a comfortable seat. If sitting cross-legged isn't comfortable, you can bring the legs in front of you, whatever works. And then bring the left hand down, fingertips down and the entire palm, and inhale your right arm up. So the bicep is by your ears. Squeeze your belly, and as you exhale, lean to the left. So you push the left hand down. So you can bring the opposite sit bone down. So breathe into the right space of your body, breathing into the space between the ribs. And then as you inhale, bring yourself to the center, and we go the other way. So move slowly And each time we come into any posture, begin to explore it rather than trying to go to your maximum ability. So once you've spent a few breaths in the pose, then see if your body wants to go a bit deeper. And simply stay with your breath, noticing how your body feels. So then inhale back to the center, exhale, go the other way. Breathe in to come up, exhale to the side. So one more time, inhale, and exhale, sink, and back to the center, and go the other way. So return to the middle, and extend your legs in front of you. So, in case you don't know me, I'm an advocate of strength. And anyway, I feel like there's no point in just stretching the body if you don't build some strength in the muscles to keep the integrity of the posture stable. So instead of just opening through the hips, we're going to find some strength building exercises. But don't worry if it's not going to be your favorite one. It isn't anyone's favorite, not even mine, but we give it a go. So find your legs in a V shape, turn towards one of the legs and bring the fingertips down. So you press them into the ground to support you, and then as you inhale, lift the leg up. So this is to strengthen the hip flexors. Exhale, bring it down. So without thinking, inhale, leg up. It doesn't matter how hard you go. Exhale, bring it down. And one more time, inhale and hold. Breathe. It's all good. Exhale, bring it down. So pat or massage your upper thigh. It's all good. Thank your legs and your hips. They're getting stronger each time you do it. Turn towards the other leg. And I'm already feeling warmer. So this is marvelous. Point your toes. Draw your belly. Keep the spine long and inhale your leg up. Exhale, bring it down. Breathe in, up. Exhale, down. And one more time, inhale and hold. Just feel all that's happening. I know it's burning, I'm doing it with you. And bring it down. So thank the other leg. I think that's it from the palette of the really horrible postures that I sometimes throw in just to spice things up. Okay, bring the feet together. It doesn't matter how close to your pubis they are. So as long as you can sit fairly comfortably. With your hands, grab hold of your feet or your ankles, your trousers, wherever you can. And allow yourself to settle here. Just notice how it feels in the hips. I find that this posture is the one that always teaches me humility because I find it quite restricting in my hips. So it's always good to work on your humility. And then see if you can gently push the knees up whilst pressing the elbows down. So we isometrically trying to engage the muscles in the pelvis to access the deeper layers. So try not to push the knees or the elbows too hard. Just find the middle ground. And breathe, keeping the chest open. Pelvis tilting forward. Another breath in. And as you exhale, release the elbows, but gently pull the knees down. So as though you're trying to use the strength of your legs to bring the knees down. So it feels a lot harder. Just spend a couple of breaths here. And then gently release the legs, push the knees up, and give yourself a hug wherever you can hold underneath the legs. It just feels nice to keep them squeezing in from all the external rotation we've just done. You can drop your chin towards your chest. Just go wherever it feels great in your body. And then we're going back into the extended V shape. This time, flex your feet and engage the top of your thighs. So that will support you with the hamstring stretch. So then turn towards one of the legs, draw your lower belly in, and inhale your arms over the head. And then slowly, as you exhale, begin to fold over the leg. So drawing your belly button towards the top of the thigh. And it doesn't matter how low you go, but that you feel the engagement in the legs. You know that your feet are flexed, and just gently fold. Keep the arms hovering. We're strengthening the back and the shoulders. All is good. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, release the arms down around your back. And let it feel good. Let it feel like you're releasing something. So whether it's physical or emotional. Then as you inhale, bring yourself back up, arms over the head, twist towards the other leg, and very gently, bit by bit, begin to fold. So remind yourself that it's not a competition. You're simply connecting with your body through movement. You're noticing what your thought patterns are through meeting obstacles and challenges. Keep reaching your hands away from you just for a little bit more, and then drop them down wherever they want. If you want to be here, be here. If you can go a bit lower, it's also fine. Feet are flexed, your belly is engaged. And then inhale back to the center. Last but not least, exhale, fold towards me as though you wanted to reach and grab my hands. Keep reaching forward just a little bit more. Draw your belly button in. So use the strength of your core to fold. Just a little bit more. And then bring the arms wherever they want to go. Stay low or high. Meet yourself where you are. Breathe into the back body and feel the rib cage expanding sideways. With the next breath in, slowly walk your hands in. And then manually hook underneath the knees to bend the legs. And just one more time, give yourself a little hug. Squeeze the thighs together. Thank your legs. They're doing a great job. And then whichever way you like, transition over onto all fours. I think it's time to take my jumper off, which is a good sign. So fingers spread wide apart, wrists underneath your shoulders, and hips more or less underneath the hips. Sorry, the hips over the knees, even. Pressing down through the fingertips as you inhale, drag your chest through. So lift the tailbone up, look up so you feel a nice stretch through the front of the body. The next exhale, push the mat away and arch your back like a cat. Inhale, come forward. And exhale around your back. So 3 more times following your own breath. Feel the movement that's happening in your spine. Feel what's going on in the shoulders. And simply follow your breath. So then you can continue to do that. If you want, you can roll in your cat. So you look over one shoulder, then drop your belly, Look over the other shoulder, around your back. So then if you do it a bit faster, then it feels a bit more, well, less chunky or clunky, less robotic, as to speak. And then if you close your eyes, then it just feels different. For some it might feel amazing, for some it just feels different. So see how it is for you. You can even slide your hips down or move in any direction that you feel your body wants you to go. So there's no prescription here. You go where you want to go. Just stay connected to your breath. And then make sure that you go the other way if you roll in your cat and cow. Just to make sure that we not left with any imbalances. Then come back to the center. And aiming to keep the hips over the knees, walk your hands in front of you. So as far as you can. So you find your edge. Don't go beyond it. Don't force anything. And then slowly bring your forehead down so you can allow your head to sink. Press your hands down so the shoulders can melt to the mat. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can bring the big toes to touch, knees as wide as your mat, and then extend your hands towards me, head down. So either melting heart pose or child's pose with knees apart. And just as a reminder, so child's pose is your resting pose. If you ever feel like you need to take a breather or you want to take a pause for whatever reason, it's your practice. Rest in child's pose. And wherever you are, allow yourself to surrender, letting go of anything you're holding on to, anything that's preventing you from finding your way home. So connecting to yourself on a deeper level. Then with the next inhalation, walk your hands towards your shoulders, push yourself back, tuck your toes under, and pressing strongly into the hands, begin to lift the hips and straighten the legs. Then once you're in down dog, bend one leg and then straighten the other. So you can feel what's going on in the hamstrings. They tend to be really tight and weak, so all sorts of things can come to the surface when you get to this pose. If it feels good, spin on your feet from side to side. Move intuitively. And then settle in your down dog. So your fingers are spread super wide. You press down through the base of the index fingers and the thumbs. And bend your legs as much as you need to lift the hips up. So then you can focus on melting the heels down, but don't worry if they don't reach the mat. It's more about finding the length through the back. So stay here and breathe. Feel the strength of your body. You can always drop down to your knees and stay in all fours. Then make your way back to down dog and walk your feet towards your hands, whichever way you can and as close as you can. Then bend your legs a lot and fold over them. So you can tuck your chin towards your chest. Just bring the bottom of your ribs to the top of your thighs and allow your upper body to relax, so just dangle. So you can swing your arms from side to side like a rag doll. Gently shake your head, yes, yes, no, no. Ensuring Your neck is loose. Your head is hanging heavy. And then bend your legs generously and slowly, stacking the vertebra. Roll yourself all the way up to standing. Roll the shoulders back and down. Really take a deep breath into your chest and come to the top of your mat. So feet together or hip distance apart, whatever you prefer. Roll the shoulders back and down to open through the chest so you can breathe fully. Use the full capacity of your lungs. Spread your toes wide and press down through the outer edges of the feet so you really feel that grounding energy helping you stand upright. Then as you inhale, sweep the arms over the head, grab hold of your right wrist, and exhale, lean to the left. So keep your belly engaged, finding opening through the right side of the body. Inhale back to the center, switch wrists, and exhale, slowly go the other way. Inhale back to the center. And as you exhale through prayer, slowly fold over the legs, bending them as much as you need. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift up halfway. So fingertips down or hands on shins to decompress the spine. Reach out through the crown of the head. So stay here, keep your belly engaged, gently squeeze the shoulder blades. So feel the strength through the legs as they press down and your belly as well as your back. Either stay here or if you want to extend the arms into a T as though you're preparing yourself to fly. Reach your fingertips away from you. Then inhale if you want to bring the arms towards me. That's the one I can really feel. And exhale back into a T. So kind of like you're swimming. So let's do it twice more. Inhale. Exhale. That's it. One more time. Breathe in. And this time as you exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lift up halfway, hands on shins. And then as you exhale, bend your legs, plant your hands, and then one leg at a time, make your way into downward facing dog, bending the legs if you need to. Let's stay here, breathe. Drop down to the knees if you want to. And then as you next inhale, roll over into plank. Bring the feet together, push the ground away, or you can stay with the knees down, keeping the engagement in your belly. So meet yourself where you are, where you need to be. Brace your core. Push the mat away and breathe. It's not a competition. Every day is different. Maybe today you don't feel like doing planks. I mean, it's hard for me to say it or even do it, but so you don't always have to do planks. So finding the compassion for yourself and the kindness to treat your body with the respect and giving it the time to rest is very important. Well, you're doing great. I'm on my knees, but I'm admiring your efforts. From here, slowly bring yourself, whichever way you like, down to the mat. Hands by your low ribs. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Roll the shoulders back and down to lift up for Cobra. So elbows close to the body. Squeeze the muscles between your shoulder blades to lift up. Exhale, come back down. So twice more. Inhale, roll the shoulders. Push the mat away. Exhale, come down. And one more time, inhale, open through the chest. And as you exhale through plank or tabletop, tuck your toes and make your way into down dog. Then you can walk, step, or jump your feet towards your hands. And as you exhale, fold over the legs. Inhaling, rise up, this time sweeping the arms over the head, reach up high. And exhale, bring them down. So we're still warming up the body. So invite as much heat as you need, as much heat as whilst still respecting your body. So, sometimes if your shoulders start to play up, it's probably better to skip that chaturanga, but try to find the heat in the body through the breath. So you can keep your ujjayi breathing, so what we practice at the beginning, to cultivate the heat coming from your belly. So you're going to go through one more round of sun salutation, or maybe two, linking the movement with the breath. So don't worry if you nail the pose, but as long as you keep moving and connect to your breath, you're doing great. So come to the top of your mat, or thereabouts. Press down through the feet, roll the shoulders back and down. Find your Tadasana. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out, knowing all is good. Then inhale, sweep your arms over the head. And exhale, slowly fold over the legs, bending them if you need to. Inhale, lift up halfway, hands on shins. And exhale, plant the hands, step back into down dog. Or all fours. Inhale, roll over into plank. Or stay with the knees down. And as you exhale, chaturanga with the knees up or down. Slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mat. So inhale into up dog, or do Cobra with me. So roll the shoulders back and down, push the mat away, and exhale through plank or all fours. Come back into down dog. Then step, walk or jump your feet towards your hands. Exhale, fold. Then inhale to rise, sweep your arms up, extended mountain. Exhale, arms down. So we're going to do one more round. So inhale, sweep your arms over the head. Exhale, slowly fold. Inhale, decompress the spine. Exhale, plant your hands into down dog. Inhale, roll over plank or all fours, squeeze your belly. And exhale, chaturanga, or simply lower down all the way. Feet are flat. Inhale, cobra, up dog. And exhale, push back down dog, whichever way you like. So settle here or drop down to your knees, child's pose. I'm going to stay here for 3 rounds of breath. So meet yourself where you are. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. Each time we rest, return to your sankalpa, or the intention for the practice. So why are you doing it? So you're not doing it for anyone else but yourself. And whatever the reason is, it's great. You're here, that's all that matters. So then inhale, extend your arms in front. Tuck your toes under and exhale, push back into downward dog. So then bring the left foot to the center line. And inhale your right leg up into 3-legged dog. So press evenly through the hands, lift the leg as high as it's possible. And then exhale, bring the knee towards the chest and step it through between the hands, or help yourself with the hand if you need to. Then from here, bend your front leg and drop your hips low. So you might need a couple of blocks or books, or you can stay with the left knee down, dragging your hips forward. But if you've done it, then you can stay with the hips up. See how you feel. And if you've got the left leg up, then you can exhale, extending through the right leg. If you're here, then you slide your hips back, flexing the right foot. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. So wherever you are, inhale, bend. And exhale, straighten. So twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And out. Then drop the back heel. So the front heel meets the arch of the back foot. And inhale, straighten the legs, come up. Extend your arms out. Set your gaze through the index and middle fingers. And bend the front leg for warrior two. So that's the one that really gets into your hips. And breathe. Then roll the left shoulder in. So you can bring the left forearm behind your lower back. Or even you can hook it over the right hip. Then flip your right palm up, keeping the weight in the front leg. Gently reverse your warrior. Squeezing your belly, reaching your right hand up. And then inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend. So twice more. Breathe in. I know it's super hard. You're doing great wherever you are. Exhale. One more. Breathe in. And out. Then slowly windmill your hands down. Step back into plank or rest in child's pose. Exhale, lower down chaturanga or lower down to your belly. Inhale, find your back bend. And exhale, we meet in down dog. We'll stay in child's pose, 3 rounds of breath. So being able to give yourself permission to rest is probably the most important thing that you can learn in yoga. That it's not about the ego game. You rest when you need to, and you don't force anything. Then bring the right foot to the center line. Inhale your left leg up, 3-legged dog. And exhale, gently step the foot between the hands. So stay with the right knee up or bring it down. Drag your hips forward. If you've got the right knee lifted, you want to make sure that the thigh is active and you push out through the back of the right heel. Then inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend. So continue doing that. If you've got the right knee down, then inhale, slide the hips back, flexing the left foot. Exhale, come forward. You can do it standing up as well, but I find it that it requires more balancing ability, which isn't always there. So just twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And out. Drop the back heel. Push down through the legs and come up to standing. Okay. Extend your arms out. As though someone is pulling you into opposite directions. And then bend the front leg. So just make sure that the left knee is over the ankle. You know, it doesn't matter how wide you are, but that you keep the knee exactly over the ankle. The hips will eventually release over time. And don't worry if this pose feels like a killer. It always does. Look over the left fingertips and connect into that inner warrior within you. Because we are warriors. We are very strong And you just need to tap into that inner strength within you. And remember that strength doesn't come from what you can do. Then roll the right shoulder in. And then bring the arm behind your upper back. Lower back even. Flip your left palm up and gently reverse your warrior. So finding openness through the left side of the body. Squeeze your belly. Then inhale, straighten the front leg. That feels somewhat better. Exhale, bend. Or stay where you need to be. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Then slowly unravel your arms. Windmill them down. Step into down dog, plank or child's pose. Exhale, lower down if you're following vinyasa. Stay in child's pose if you want to. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, we meet in down dog. So if you're new to downward dog, you can just stay here. If you'd like to try something, then you can start by pressing down evenly through the hands. So press down through the fingertips, the knuckles, and the heel of your hands to feel that deep connection with the ground. And you might be happy just here, or squeezing your belly, you lift the right hand off the mat, just a little bit. If you can comfortably do it, then you can weave the hand towards the left ankle or the calf, grab hold of your trousers so you can look from underneath the left armpit. If you can't quite hold it, you can just direct the hand there. But if you want to stay in downward dog, it's perfectly fine. Then bring yourself into normal down dog. Pressing evenly through the hands, lift the left hand, give it a little wave. And if you're okay, you can proceed to twisting in your dog. It doesn't matter if you can't do it. Your effort is enough. You're doing great. Come back to downward dog whenever you want to, or stay for another breath there. Go back to downward facing dog, and then everyone drop your knees down. Slide back for child's pose. If you can bring the knees together, squeeze the thighs, then fold over the legs. But if you find it easier to breathe, you can stay with the knees extended and surrender. The reason why we would normally keep the knees together is if we want to apply more pressure on the belly. So that helps to detoxify the body and just boost your metabolism. But sometimes it just doesn't feel that great, and there's time and place for challenging yourself. So you need to see what works for you. Then inhale, come up halfway, tuck your toes and push back into down dog. Whichever way you like, and step the foot towards the hand, but we're going to spin on the legs. So you're facing the long edge of your mat. And trying to keep both heels down. You're going to bend one leg and aim to bring the hips down. If you're just here, you feel that something is happening in the hips, it's great. If you feel you've got a bit more room, you can lower down. Don't force anything. We want to stretch through the inner thighs, but through being kind to ourselves. So the body tells you when it's ready to do something. If it's not ready to go any lower, don't force it. So bring yourself as low as you can. Then inhale, come up. And exhale, go the other way. So inhale, you return to the center. Exhale, go to the other side. Find your edge. Feel where, comfortable limit is. Comfortable is the key here. So inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Then come back to the center. Heel toe your feet together, but they're facing 45 degrees out. So more or less, a bit wider than your hips. Then inhale your arms over the head, look up. And as you exhale, sink your hips down so that the knees are facing the same way as your feet for goddess pose. Keep reaching your hands up. Push the hips forward so you will instantly feel it. I feel it on the top of my hips. And gently pulse. Staying calm with your breath, not judging your experience. Doesn't matter how well you think you're doing it, but that you're doing it. So feel what's going on in the body. Just a few more times, little pulses. Reach your hands up, you're doing great, beautiful goddesses. And then inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bring the hands down. So then spin on your feet so that you're facing the short edge of the mat and bring the hands down. Drop your left knee down. Foot is flat. And then walk your foot out. So this is where the strap might come in handy. So you prop yourself up with the left hand, drag your hips down, and bend your left leg. So if you've got a hoop with your strap, you can put it over the leg and put it over your shoulder like a backpack. If you can grab hold of the foot, you can do that. And if you don't have a strap, can grab the foot, then you work on this hamstring strength. Keep bringing the foot closer to your bum. Squeeze it. I can feel the fire instantly as I try to use my hamstrings instead of using the stretch. And then gently release. So step your right foot back. Bring the strap handy. And then the left foot goes outside of the left hand. And first of all, just press the hands down. If you've got a bolster, books, cushions, anything to support yourself, you can just stay up if you feel that something is happening in the front of the right hip. But if you're happy here, and then you can bend the right leg, the hoop, the lasso goes over the foot, and then you put the strap over your shoulder like a backpack. And spend a few breaths wherever you are. Just breathing, just feeling whatever it is. Even if you're in child's pose, even if you're just sitting on the mat, if you're here, or if you're in the deepest variation that you can be. Just breathe. And then gently let go. And whichever way you like, come into a cross-legged position. Or you can have the right foot in front of you. So we begin to lift the right leg up. If you feel that you find it hard to sit on in this position, you can sit on a cushion or some blocks, whatever you find, and grab hold of your right foot with the left hand. Right hand is underneath the knee, and we manually open up through the hip. So try to relax through the pelvis and the muscles in your inner thigh, so you can find as much amplitude in this movement. And it feels weird. It's one of those. You can stay here and do that, or grab hold of the outer edge of the right foot with the right hand and slide it the elbow crease. So check how that feels. It might feel good, it might feel horrendous. Then if it does, you go back to what we've just done. If you can hold it in the elbow crease, make sure that you press through the inner edge of the foot. And with the right arm, you hug the leg. So you're holding it like a baby. So trying to lull it to sleep. Move it from side to side, gently. You can move in any direction you feel drawn to. And wherever you are, just breathe. Then gently release the leg and bring it down. So you can use a strap for this. So you will hook it over the foot, and then keeping the spine long, chest open, you lift the leg so that it's straight. If, however, you can, grab hold of the outer edges of the foot and lift the leg up. So draw your lower belly in, push the chest up, and it's like you're trying to insert the thigh bone deeper into the hip socket. So even if you're here, but that leg is straight and you're there, that's amazing. So it's not about achieving, it's about meeting yourself where you are. Just a couple more breaths. You can also just hold the leg underneath. Again, wherever you want to be. And then gently release. And then last but not least, this is why I said that we're really going to need the strap. I'm going to try to come into compass pose. So I'll quickly demonstrate how it's done. It took me a very, very long time to do it. So, if it doesn't happen for you, it doesn't matter. We're trying to meet challenges with a sense of adventure. Just exploring with childlike curiosity. How many times did you fall before you managed to walk or even crawl, right? So here we're just exploring things in a safe space. So for this pose, you can start having the lasso over the foot. But this time I'm going to grab the foot with the left hand, so the right hand is ready. And you hold it kind of like near the right calf. And open through the hip. And then once you feel like it's open, it's nice and loose, you might want to bring it over the shoulder. And that's fine, don't worry if it doesn't happen. Don't worry if you have it over the elbow or even over the forearm. It's fine, just meet yourself where you are. That's why we've got the strap. So then grab hold of the strap and keep straightening the leg, pulling onto the strap, so you're trying to open through the shoulder. So I find it harder now with the strap, so I'll quickly show you how you can do it without. So you grab hold of the outer edges of the foot, and then you bring the right hand down to turn the chest away from the leg. So with a strap, it would be like this. So you need to find a lot of engagement in the core, and don't get disheartened if you didn't nail it the first time. That's it. Gently release. There's so much going on, like in the hips, the back of the leg, the shoulders. Wow, Caroline, you've joined us at the right time. But it's fine. It doesn't matter, what poses we do in yoga. Whatever we do, through breathing consciously and moving mindfully, we come home to ourselves. It's just sometimes we meet poses like this, and it's all okay. All right, switch the cross of the legs. And left hand underneath the knee, grab hold of the right foot, and just gently moving slowly. We open up through the hip. If you're happy here, if you feel like something is working for you, just stay and enjoy this. You can just stay in a cross-legged position. That definitely still helps to open up the hips. Or slide the foot into the elbow crease so you can wrap the arm underneath the calf or the side of the leg, and the left arm comes to meet it. Press through the inner edge of the foot and gently rock the baby. Try to keep your spine long, your breath calm and steady. The baby can feel it and move in any direction that feels good or intuitive, not even good. Okay, so then bring the foot down in front of you and find a version of a modified heron. So if the working with the strap worked for you, try it. Maybe this leg feels a bit more open than the other one, so you can go straight for the foot. Gently lean back and straighten the leg, pushing the chest through. Hold underneath the leg, wherever you want to be. Breathe. Maybe smile. All is good. Then release the foot down. And we go back to this first exercise, this time holding the outer edge of the left foot with the left hand. No, the other way around. I always get it wrong on this side. Holding the left foot with the right hand. Left hand is, ready to step in. So gently move it, opening up through the hips. Try to keep the leg as loose and limp as you can. Yeah, you can put the lasso over the foot already. And when you feel you're ready, put the backpack on. So it's a movement back, up and over. It does take a long time to get there. Wherever you are, if you have it over the elbow, it's great. So yeah, you can already try holding the outer edge of the right foot with the right hand. Squeeze the calf into the arm and extend through the left fingertips down. Push the chest forward and just work on this position. How does it feel? Can you breathe? Stay with your breath. And then maybe you begin to turn the chest to the right as you straighten through the left leg. So the left sit bone is lifted. Right shoulder is plugged into the socket. So with or without a strap, meet yourself where you are. Stay here if you want to. Gently release. Roll the shoulders up and down. Just a couple times. Go the other way. Sitting in a cross-legged position, turn towards the right, left hand on the right knee. Squeeze your belly, spine is long, and squeeze. So twist towards the right. Maybe you want to look over the right shoulder. Breathe into your chest. Your legs are relaxed. And then inhale back to the center. Pause here for a moment. Notice what you can feel around your spine, your belly, the sides of your body, the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Fill your chest with air. And as you exhale, twist the other way. So right hand on the left knee. So use as a lever. So keeping the spine long, squeeze your belly and twist. Visualize what your spine is doing. And let it feel good. And have a deep breath in. And exhale, return to the center. So then slowly roll yourself down onto your back. Bring the knees towards your chest. You can hug them, hold the back of the knees. Maybe rock from sides to sides. Just for a couple of breaths. Feeling your back sinking into the mat. If you want to grab socks or jumper, anything to make yourself just a tiny bit more cozy for the final relaxation pose, then go for it. And when ready, extend the arms and legs out. Feet flop away from each other. Slide your shoulder blades underneath your upper back. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh out. Allow yourself to be. Let go of any engagement. Release your practice. And forgive yourself for everything that you think that you didn't do as well. And congratulate yourself for your effort. Soften your face, your temples. Allow your eyes to sink deeper into the sockets. Your tongue is falling away from your teeth. And just you and your breath. Just active relaxation you're offering to your body so it can harvest the benefits of the practice. Begin to slowly reawaken your body. Draw deeper breaths in. As you bring yourself back into a comfortable seat, roll over one side. And if you're seated, keep your eyes closed just to prolong the moment of turning your attention inwards, where none of the external distractions matter. It is just you, your body and your breath. Bring the hands at your heart in a gesture of gratitude, expressing it however you wish, thanking your body for all the wonderful things that it does for you every day. Thank yourself for your efforts, for showing up. And I will unmute you if you'd like to join me for the final chant Om. So keeping your eyes closed, draw a big breath in. Spend a moment or two bathing in the vibrations of the universal sound Om. And then open your eyes. So thank you very much for your practice with me today. Namaste. So which means the light in me sees and honors the light in you. So thank you very much for your practice today. Well done for your efforts. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask. And I hope to see you next next week.
Yeah.
All right. So you're very welcome. And yeah, let me know if you've got any questions. Have a lovely evening. And thank you so much for joining, Caroline. It was lovely to meet you. And yeah, if you've got any questions, ask Nelly. She knows pretty much everything. But feel free to get in touch with me as well if you want to. Okay? So I'll send you the video if you want to practice it at your leisure. And yeah, so I'm rambling now. So I'll see you next week then. Much love to you all. Bye bye.